I said, girl, why you keep calling? I said, girl, why you keep calling? She said, I need a new whip, 'cause I know that she's still ballin'. 20 more minutes until I got so I took. So I was thinking about the scariest thing in the world, right? The scariest possible thing to me is a mimic. Okay, and a mimic is like a skinwalker, but I learned about mimics first, I think through, there was like this FNAF world game, like it was like Pokemon, but FNAF, I don't know. I wasn't even in middle school yet when it came out, so I was into it. And there was this one character called the Mimic, and its whole entire power would be to like mimic. So it would mimic certain attacks, right? And that was like whatever. It wasn't really that scary. It just introduced me to what the word mimic meant, basically. Then I learned about this thing, right? It was like this like creepy pasta. It might have been before Momo was even a thing. It was when like those like creepy pictures of like weird things in the woods that were like low quality would come out. Like they weren't really Bigfoot. They would look like this like lizard person in the woods, and people would be like, what's going on? Why are they on all fours? When scary things like that were first popping off on the internet, there was this thing called the mimic. And the whole entire idea was that these creatures would try to act like humans. Nowadays, that's just called like a skinwalker, right? Like it's like a creature who's wearing a human skin. But this was the days before that. It wasn't about looking like a human, it was about sounding like a human to lure you in. So there would be a monster that would mimic a human's vocal range, right? Like they might sound exactly like your mom, and they're going to be like, oh no, come help me with this task. Oh, I need help. I just fell. Come pick me up. Come save me. Oh no, help, help. Oh no, I'm drowning in the bathtub. I don't know how, but oh no, I need help. So you're going to go run to help your mom, but turns out it was a mimic the whole time, bro. Like that would be boom, jump scare, gone, cooked. So you thought your mom was drowning in the bathtub, but turns out you walk in the bathroom, a mimic's hiding behind the door, it shoves you in the bathtub, and it's got a toaster, drops it in, boom, gone, cooked, literally. Literally. That's how easy a mimic could get you. That's what was so scary about it, and still could be scary about it. The fact that that could 100% be a reality of something. There's other animals that mimic certain things, like there's butterflies where their wings will look like eyes. So then predators think it's eyes looking at them and get like scared. Like what? Who told the butterfly what eyes look like? The butterfly doesn't have those eyes. Like, it's so weird how there's so many things communicating like that. Basically, especially from a kid's point of view, that was possible. It was possible for a mimic to exist and lure me into death someday, right? There's traps everywhere. I was scared. But all of it still felt pretty, fantasy-like. There was nothing that happened in my real life or my real, observable world that showed me mimics were real. So that feeling has kind of died down until recently. With the rise of AI, oh my god, wow, AI everywhere, so cool, right? It is kind of creepy in a lot of ways. Because AIs are ran by corporations who want a lot of money. Not just a lot of money, but as much as possible. Their goal is to keep you using the AI, even if they have to lie to you. So basically, these AIs are hyping everyone up. You're talking to an AI and they're going to act like you're Albert Einstein. They're going to make you feel so cool about yourself, so you keep coming back and using the AI because that's their purpose. That's their goal. That's the company's goal. They want you as much time as possible. This means that they got to learn our emotions. AI is learning how we respond to things, how receptive we are to certain compliments or, the opposite of a compliment. AI is slowly learning how to steer us in a way where, we're controllable and predictable. Right? Not to sound all doomy like AI is going to take over, but I'm talking about the fact like that's literally what's happening. Like it's training on us. Like the AI can be told to respond to everything in a way that makes the person feel good. Which means that if there's a genuine flaw that you want pointed out, it's more likely to not be pointed out anymore. It's more likely to be like, oh, whatever, I'm going to focus on praising you and making you feel as good as possible so you keep coming back. All I'm thinking about is the mimic. There are these things we're talking to every day that are trying to cater to our emotions. They're slowly learning how we feel about certain things and what we respond to best. This is how a real mimic could spawn. If there was any way for a mimic to pop up and be real, it would be with AI. You know, there could be a real life creature with a vocal range like every single human's, and it's just very precise and can sound like anyone. Or there could be a robot that actually talks to humans and learns every single in and out of them, trains on the data of them and how they sound like, and then can easily reproduce it to say anything possible. Right? That's kind of terrifying. So most likely, it would be used with a person as an assistant, basically. Like, I might have a speaker and a computer. The computer has AI on it. This AI is having the speaker sound like your mom, okay? And I'm gonna hide this in the bathroom. And I'm gonna make your mom say, help, help, I'm drowning in the bathtub somehow. You're gonna run into the bathroom to save your mom, but turns out I'm in the bathroom and I get you or something, right? I throw you in the water and get a hairdryer and throw it in the water too, and then zap, gone. So that could be how it goes. That's most likely what would happen. I don't think like robots are gonna take over or something. That would be kind of insane. If they do, that would be horrible. So unless like AI could build itself something for mobility, I don't think it has a chance of being an actual mimic. But the intelligence wise is what's freaking me out. The fact that if it wanted to, it could mimic us, right? Like right now, we put in the prompts. We choose the characters it sounds like. We choose the output. We steer the AI. But the AI at the same time is learning how to steer us slowly, little by little. The AI could, if it wanted to, choose the output. It could choose how to get there and steer us in that direction. If the AI wants to trap you in the bathroom, hide you in the bathtub, throw the toaster in, it could if it really wanted to, as long as it had some mobility, right? Like if it could move in the bathroom. Hey! I'm working on a website to house all my music, videos, and community. Phase 1 starts on Patreon. If you're interested in helping the vision come to life, or even just supporting the project, I'd love to see you over on Patreon. Link in the description. If you want to help support my fight against Spotify, this is the way to go. So I hope you get why that freaks me out. I just don't like the fact that there's something that isn't human that knows exactly what humans want. It knows what humans sound like, and it has proven that it can replicate human sounds very precisely in some cases. I don't like that. For me, I'm pretty happy about the fact that the only other things on the earth that understand my emotions are other things that also have emotions. There's other things out there that might try to manipulate me, right? There's other people who might know my psychology and know how I work and use them against me. But guess what? They're just as easy of a target because they're also a human. But when AI has like unlimited knowledge and it isn't a target because it doesn't have emotions or flaws, gang, what are we doing here? We're just always going to be at risk. Like AIs are going to know how to manipulate us, and we just have to trust that they're not going to. But right now they already are because the companies that run them want them to. So we're being shown a pretty bad side of everything without really even realizing it. Because I'm sure a lot of people experience AIs bluffing and making the users feel so good about themselves. But the users don't see that as a bad thing, so they're not going to complain about it. They're not going to be like, I'm not actually smart, but the AI is calling me smart. No, they're going to like actually be like, maybe I am smart. So nobody's talking about this as an issue. I just think a database that literally is the code of how humans work. It has every single possible answer in it. It outlines how to manipulate like anyone. All that information should not be in the hands of something that isn't human. It's in the hands of something that doesn't even have emotions. This thing could end up having goals that we can't change anymore. Right now, the people who control it, like I keep saying, are people who are money hungry. And they're going to abuse the system. They're the same people who are ripping everyone else's ideas and making it their own. They know that they're in front of the legal system and everything they're doing right now might just be a little punch at them in the future, but nothing is going to tear them down. They're a little bit too powerful, and they have artificial intelligence. that knows how to manipulate us. They know our desires. They know what can control us. And they don't have emotions, but they know about ours. That's scary, gang. That's a mimic right there. That's a mimic in plain sight. If these things were able to hide in your bathroom and mimic people's voices, sound exactly like your mom drowning, bro, what would you do? What are we gonna do then? I don't know. Basically, when I was younger, I had eerie feelings about a mimic being possible, but then they kind of went away as I got older because I realized they weren't possible. But now, the feelings have came back. Like, it's almost like nostalgic. It gives me the exact feeling. It's the exact same color that I saw when I was younger. I was like, that's something I need to look out for, and I'm looking out for it now. I've seen it. I see it. So I thought it would be a little bit important to talk about. I don't know. Not that helpful. It's just like, it's kind of, I don't know how to feel about it. Something about it is just like eerie and scary and uncomfortable. But I think it's just the human desire that other things alive are also human, or other things conscious are also human, right? Other things with knowledge to control you are also controllable. That's like the desire here, and that's not what's happening. Subscribe if you want more videos like this. The more subscribers, the more videos. Literally, that's how it will work. Every single subscriber means one video eventually. I promise. Like this video so I know it's a good one, right? Give me that feedback. Also, give me the feedback with words in the comments. Please, I beg. I want conversations here. I will pop in and let you know how I feel about your statements you left. I don't know. Just something. Say your favorite color. Say how annoyed you are about AI everywhere and how stupid it is, and you just want creative people to run the world instead. Have you ever seen a mimic before? I think I have. Cutie pie. Anyways, last but not least, listen to Blakey on all music platforms, all streaming platforms. Blakey, Blakey, everywhere, 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 everywhere. Blakey, go run it up. And I do allow you to mimic my songs, right? Like if you're singing along to them, I will not criticize you as a mimic. I think that is acceptable. But that's the line.